So my most recent OBE has brought through a message about the importance of retaining conscious awareness through the shift. Uh, Essentially, I was brought into a reality system where a planetary consciousness shift and first contact scenario was taking place that didn't go down. It didn't go well. The collective consciousness was not able to hold the new situation and scenarios playing out, and they essentially fell asleep. The shift didn't happen. And so here's my question. Is it possible to phase or otherwise come into the presence of people whose conscious awareness is about to be lost, who are about to lose lucidity, and re-strengthen it by being there? Yes. Absolutely it is. This is already happening in our physical reality. This is what we're each doing for each other. By doing these videos and talking out on the internet and meeting each other and coming into the awareness of each other. It's already starting to happen here at this level. But in regard to my last video about the practical application of this training program I was being put through in out-of-body experiences that I call etheric drills, it goes even a step further. And I realized this, went out to dinner with a friend of mine last night, because this particular friend of mine and I began having shared experiences in the physical reality years ago, before my out-of-body experiences even began happening, although, we didn't necessarily know what it was at that time, and, still don't in entirety. It's all still, clicking. The picture's still coming through. But essentially, when I come into her presence, we start shifting into the etheric. We start shifting. Our consciousness starts shifting. The whole thing, the environment, everything starts shifting. I think we're shifting into the etheric version of the space that we happen to be in. I can see it, I can feel it, she can see it, she can feel it. And it's absolutely extraordinary, because I've never had shared experiences before. But now I'm realizing I was brought into her presence, she was brought into my presence to stimulate this event. Something about the two of us coming together creates a shift from the physical reality into the etheric. And it happens often. Not even just every now and again. Now it's happening almost every time we see each other. And it's helping me see how these etheric drills are coming into play. Sort of what I'm what they helped train me to do, And essentially what they help train me to do is simply to bring through the energy that allows, a person to shift from the physical frequency vibration into the etheric frequency vibration. It happens very often, of course, when I'm on my own, when I'm meditating or laying down to practice, and even in eyes wide open going about my day, situations. Now I'm just starting to actually cognate this. Today I actually said to myself for the first time, has that ever happened in my physical, or from my physical reality, when I was actually up and active doing things in my physical reality? And yes. It's been happening a lot. It of course happens here in this practice space a lot. In my sleep space and the surrounding areas. It happens at this restaurant I go to, this Japanese restaurant I go to called Yabu. It happens all the time there. It happens in the mall. for some reason, if I walk into a mall, it is just like I am in the astral. It totally blows my mind. You know, sometimes I'll just go to walk around and enjoy that feeling, you know, in an eyes wide open, you know, sort of situation where I'm obviously shifting from the physical, awake and active in the physical, you know, into the etheric and astral. I noticed at the beginning of my awakening, I would talk about it a lot, but I was so sleepy, I literally could not keep myself awake. You know, I was just sleeping incredibly long hours and, you know, would have to sleep in the afternoon. And literally was so tired, I could not keep my eyes open. Could not. Not even, you know, nothing. Could not. Had to go down. And I realize now, you know, this was the beginning of the shift. This was the beginning of the energy coming through all the way into my physical reality. And at the onset of it, I could not hold it. It literally knocked me out, just like every night in the middle of the night when we lay down to go to sleep. You know, we hit that point where we're out. Conscious awareness is lost. And over the years of this happening, you know, I'm not, it doesn't get to that point anymore. I mean, I still get sleepy. I still feel it coming on, but it rarely gets to the point where I'm out. I have to go down, or I'm gonna fall down, literally. Like right now, before I made this video, it started happening. It probably started happening to help me through the video, because I have no idea how to do this one, really. There's just too much, you know, and I don't know how to put it through. So I don't know how this one's, you know, happening, if it's going to be clear or not. But you know, I started getting the sleepy feeling, the tired feeling. And this is the whole thing. We have to learn how to retain the awakeness through that. We not give in to the sleep, not go down, not go to sleep. We have to learn how to start holding ourselves awake when this happens. And without physical frequency vibration tools like coffee, sugar, you know, other stimulants to help keep us awake. None of that, because that is going to knock us out. That's not going to work. We just have to, you know, when this happens, maybe do something that's a little more restful, but that doesn't put us to sleep. You know, get in the tub, have a massage, meditate, but, you know, stay awake, you know, or just sit in a chair. Even close your eyes, but stay awake. Stay consciously aware as it's happening. Okay, so staying awake through the sleepiness, through the feeling to go to sleep. If we can manage to work our way through that, to retain conscious awareness until conscious awareness is steady and firm in the etheric frequency vibration, then we can start traveling around, shifting, or what some people call teleporting within the etheric space, from location to location, from where we are to where someone else is that may need our presence there to help re-heighten or stimulate lucidity, their established firmness in the etheric frequency vibration. And this is how I think we're going to do it. This is how I think we're going to manage the collective awakening, by showing up for each other and re-stimulating the awake state. You know, once we shift from the physical into the etheric, we'll then get together and shift from etheric to etheric location, to re-heighten that particular layer, and, you know, on into the astral, soul plane, and spirit plane. You know, who knows? Right now, as far as I can see, with any sort of clarity at all, is the etheric. And that's the first leg of the journey. So perhaps the most important, once we can get clear about the shift from the physical into the etheric, the rest just sort of follows suit, and so is bound to be much clearer. All right, I hope this was okay. I hope something came through in here for you that did something. I'll see y'all next time.